Good morning, everyone. This is Angela here on my Stamp After Sunrise page. I am actually coming to you this morning with something brand new. It's going to be in the celebration and the January to June mini catalog. I don't normally give you a sneak peek this soon, but this was a swap card I made that just mailed out yesterday. And so went ahead and created an extra to go ahead and share it with you. And I'm trying to see where my camera comes back. It goes from here to here. Okay, about right there. Okay, my work area. So the stamp set I'm using is called Dragonfly Garden. Now it does have a coordinating punch for these larger dragonflies, and actually a smaller one. There's not a stamp for it, a little small one. It's a two punch. How's that? But I loved these flowers, and the sentiments on this are just awesome as well. There we go. So really quick, I'm just going to make my card for you. This is the almost finished one that I'm going to put together for you. The paper, I'm not going to pull it down because I'll pull down half, is from Celebration, and it's 12 by 12, and of course you'll get that free starting January with a $50 order of your choice, of course, if you wanted it. So what I have is, this is a kind of a different fold. It's a piece of basic black, and I've scored it at 4 1/4, and then again at 2 1/8, because this piece folds back. Okay, so it creates a little different fold. All right, so that's the base. Oh, I did not put anything together. Okay, I was thinking I had some pieces. I've got the die cutting pieces. We've got a 4 1/4, no, excuse me, 4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White that will go on the inside after we stamp it. Sorry, I'm losing my voice and I have not had my coffee yet this morning. So I apologize if I get a little, but I have not emailed it because I was waiting just to put my newsletter this week. But Whisper White is going bye-bye. We had an issue with the supplier. Actually, the manufacturer of this has actually had to close their plant. And so it's sad for us because Whisper White we just love. Everybody loves it. It holds stamps, the ink really great when you stamp on it and everything. But more worse is those people who lost their jobs, okay? So, but you know, Stampin' Up! Is proactive, and they are coming out with basic white. Whisper White is anything Whisper White, which will be the 8.5 by 11, the, what else? Note cards, the envelopes are all, you're allowed 2 per order. And again, but immediately as soon as supplies are repleted, we will have basic white. So, basic white is Stampin' Up! Again is going to be testing it. They have tested it, but you know, if it doesn't work for us, we will be sure and let them know, right? All right. Anyway, so let's go on with my cards. So I'm gonna put that aside because I'm gonna be stamping on that. A pretty piece of this DSP, and again Whisper White. So let's go ahead. I did not put my adhesive over. I ran out of seal totally, and I am using liquid glue, and this is what you do when you get near the end. You tap it down. I told you I was not real prepared this morning, but I've got so much to-do list, guys. It's probably just like yours. It is long. I did get some decorations up this weekend. I got the garland around my window and a wreath hung on the front window. I do not have my tree up yet. It's going to be a little different this year. Alright, so then this glues. Come on, don't do this to me. You better get another one. Try not to get too close to the edge, because if you get it a little thick and too close to the edge, it just squishes out. And this Tombow glue is super adhesive, sticky. on this little side piece. All right. We're going to set this aside to dry just for a moment. I'm getting a new glue. Hold on just a second. I have umpteen, oh look, this one's got a snowflake rhinestone on it. Umpteen used glue pieces. Alright, so I'm going ahead, I pre-cut these. This is the layer in ovals, and then this is a stitched oval from the Stitch Shapes. And this, I'm using this one just because it's got a little too close to the edge, so I wasn't going to use that on my swap. So I'm going to modify it a little bit and have my layers go in this way. See, you can fix anything with Stampin' Up. Alright, let's go ahead and adhere these two layers so they can be drying, and then we're going to stamp. Sorry. I promise it's not a brand new one, but it feels pretty full. Okay, there we go. And I am putting this down this way. Just give it a little bit of a different look. Set that aside. Okay, Stamparatus. Yes, even for, because I made 22 of these, 21, 22 of these cards. I used the Stamparatus for things that I wanted to be consistent. And even though it's an oval, it is still, what I did was I placed it and, you know, stamped it. You can see I stamped just an image so I knew where my oval was. I marked it off, and so I knew where to put my ovals every time I stamped it. A little bit there. Let's get our Tuxedo Black Memento. And I tell you, it was awesome because sometimes the flowers didn't go really dark enough, and again I was able to stamp right back on top of it. And like just right down here. You see, I made a lot of it yesterday. Yeah, nice black. You could even color the flowers, but I really liked just the black and white with it. All right, that is really, really wet. I see it. Just doesn't take long. Let's get this out of the way. And give this a moment to dry, so we'll go ahead and stamp this from the set. It's a little bitty, just the fluttering of the dragonflies. Sure. This I'm just stamping down here in the corner, like that. And then on great use of your little strips, you know, when you cut your 4 by 5 1/4, you have so many 1/2 inch strips. So this is a great use for those. Is use them for sentiments. In fact, I have so many, I might give them away and call them, they're just call them a bag of sentiments. So I hope you can see this. I can't. I hope I can see it to get it straight. There. You are an inspiration. I loved that. I'm using Midnight Muse because that is actually the color of the cardstock I used, and also the color of the flowers that are in this. So Shaded Spruce, Midnight Muse. It's just one of many of that beautiful paper. All right, get this out of the way. Enemy. Let's see. This seems to be dry now. I knew I could tell it. There's no shine to it. That's how I know. Let's go ahead and add this. Again, I'm hiding my little boo-boo down here, so I'm just going to go right down here with that. this to the inside. It is a rainy, wet, cold morning in Nashville today. So here we are. There's the inside. There's this. We're going to add some dimensionals just down one side of the oval. Line that up so. Make sure your dimensionals are on the left side and not the right. They don't show through. And this, again, it's just our little sentiment piece. I'm going to trim off. And this end, I'm going to banner. If you have a punch, you can do this. Easy, real easy. But since I'm just doing one, and that's what I did when I did multiples, I cut to the middle and then go from side to side to that middle piece. And then I have a banner that's not all cut all the way to the center. There. All right. There we are. Put a dimension on that. So your inspiration just goes right there. And I am using some, it's Midnight Muse Silver and White Baker's Twine. It is in the annual catalog. It comes in a 3-roll set. And I want to say, I don't remember the name. Darn it. I should have looked it up. I'm sorry. But here's my bow. And the bow I stick with the glue dots. Just kind of squish it up there. And I'll put that on the corner of that. Finish it off with some basic rhinestone jewels. They're just so easy to use. So we're going to do one, get it there, one there, one there on the side, and just one down here in the middle of the little flutters. I'm going to add the jewels to this one. I left it off. And the reason I wasn't going to add jewels, but I'm glad I did. I messed up on some of my swaps. I had a little bit of a halo right here, just a dot of a halo. Well, I said, oh, I can cover that up with a rhinestone. And once I added them, it was like, oh, it just brought out the silver of the stitched and the silver out of the twine. So it just made it all pop out. That, my friends, is my Dragonfly Garden card today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, this set will be available January 5th when the January to June mini goes live. Watch for a newsletter probably tomorrow. And I will be back here on Wednesday morning with more Christmas. It'll be the last Christmas. Also, don't miss the newsletter tomorrow because I've got a treat for you. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye.